NIOS welcomes you in this educational video of Library and Information Science. Code number 339, Senior Secondary Level, Lesson number 12. Name of the lesson is Library and Information Services for the Users. Video Part 3. Let us begin. Now we will talk about library services. Let us understand it in points. To meet the information needs of the users, libraries provide a range of services. And these services are broadly known as reference services and the information services. So we will discuss both these services in further slides in detail. Let us now understand the reference services first. Reference services are concerned with direct personal assistance to the user seeking information. It covers direct services such as assistance to the user in the use of the library and its tools, assistance in searching and locating documents, and ready reference. And a long range of reference service, the literature search and compilation of bibliography, helping in research, etc. And indirect services such as selection, organization, and maintenance of library material for reference service. Tasks of reference section, such as keeping a record of reference queries, preparation of publicity material, evaluation of reference sections, etc. We have understood the reference services. Now let us talk about information services in detail. Information services are provided in anticipation of various needs of the users of libraries. All these information services fall under information services. Current awareness services, indexing and abstracting service comes under this. At times, these services are provided on demands from the users. Now you can see the two tables. The one is reference service and the another is information service. So let us understand the comparison. Point 1 of reference services tells that it is a traditional service, and the point 1 of information services explains it as a non-traditional service. Point number 2 of reference service explains it as emphasis is on providing documents, but the information service explains it as emphasis is on providing information. And the third point under reference service explains it as user is given the material or directed to locate the material exact information. And the information service, third point explains it as an attempt is made to provide exact information. The fourth point under reference service explains it as it has an aim, which is to instruct the user. And the fourth point of information service explains it as it is less concerned with the instructing user. The fifth point under the reference service explains it as service provided on demand, but on the other side, the information service fifth point explains it as service is provided in anticipation of the need. Point 6 is passive service. Library staff waits for the user to approach them and make a demand. And on the other side, information service 6 point explain as an active service. Library staff provides service in anticipation to keep users well informed. Let us now understand the information services for the user. Reference and information services may also be broadly grouped into two types of services. The first one is responsive information service and the another is anticipatory information services. The responsive information services, also known as passive information services, which is provided in response to the request from the library users. And on the other side, anticipatory information services are also known as active information services, which are provided in anticipation. Thank you.